All right, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about Deontay Wilder basically calling Tyson Fury a lie for claiming that he had COVID. Let's talk about that and everything surrounding it and the likelihood that it may affect a third fight in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So before we get into the subject matter of the video, please make sure, if you're not already subscribed, to subscribe to the video and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications for the videos. Also, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like button, hit the share button. It goes a long way towards helping grow the channel. So earlier this morning, Deontay Wilder took to his Instagram and had a message on Instagram for his trainer Malik Scott that said, "Yo, bro, say it ain't so, not the COVID-19 lie. They're going to hell for that one. Can't wait till October 9th. Can't come any faster." So here is Deontay Wilder poking fun at Tyson Fury for lying about COVID, something that is so obvious that anybody that pays any attention should see it. But how does that affect, if that's true, and I will talk about it very briefly and show that there is at least one major lie that Tyson Fury told during this, but how will it affect the Deontay Wilder October 9th fight? So first things first, Tyson Fury claimed that he contracted COVID on July 9th. And then on July 14th, Tyson Fury was seen on camera taking pictures with somebody in a Vegas casino. Tyson Fury explained this away by saying that he had already found out that he was negative and that he was getting out because he was just trying to, get out to see people after he had been in quarantine 2 to 3 days longer than his doctors had suggested that he be there. Now, here's the problem with that. Somewhere in there, something is a lie, okay? Because Tyson Fury tested positive on the 9th. His picture that he took was out on the 14th. Last time I checked, that was 5 days, right? 9th, the 10th, well, let's just give him the 9th. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. So give him 6 days. 6 days between the day that he tested positive for COVID-19, allegedly, and the day that he was out seen taking pictures. However, the problem with this is that Tyson Fury, says that he stayed in quarantine 2 to 3 days longer than his doctor said that he should. Well, if that's the case, and you were again out in 6 days, and you were 2 or 3 days longer, he had been out for 2 days is what he said. So that was 3 days. So his doctor said he stayed 2 or 3 days longer than his doctor said he should have. That means pretty much that he must have either he's living in some alternative world where you live in some, where you go into his house and time speeds up or something. Or that means that his doctor had to tell him it was okay to go out as soon as he got the test, which means he would have tested negative, which honestly is the only reasonable thing to believe based on the way that everything transpired. Again, if you get tested positive on the 9th and then you're out walking around on the 14th and you say that you have been out for a couple days and that's 2 days out of your 5 or out of your 6, which now brings you down to 4, and you stay 2 to 3 days longer, your 4 now goes down to either 2 or 1 days. You had to test negative for that. So negative for COVID. And you had to test negative like the day of or the day after you tested positive. Obviously, that is a lie. So and a lie, by the way, that seemingly nobody in the mainstream media wanted to put 2 and 2 together about, but at least after that time frame came out, they started asking some questions. But what does this have to do, or what is the likelihood of this, affecting Deontay Wilder down the line. And I'm telling you, I think that it has a good chance of affecting the fight, because Tyson Fury is just somebody that is completely unreliable. And this will be the third training camp that Deontay Wilder has had for Tyson Fury. So if it happens once, and the one time being where they were back in, guess what? How long was that before? In 2021, towards the end of 2020, going into 2021. I'm trying to remember the time frame on this, but anyway, it was that in October they were supposed to have a fight, and he decided not to have the fight. But they said they were supposed to have the fight, but COVID hit, and because COVID hit, the networks, ESPN and Fox, wanted to push the fight all the way out till February of the next year. And then Tyson Fury says, the contract is expired. Never mind the fact that it was Tyson Fury's team that told Deontay Wilder and them that they needed to push the fight back, because Deontay Wilder said that he would be willing to fight on TV. Without TV, it didn't matter. But Tyson Fury said, since Deontay Wilder had made all those accusations about him cheating in the second fight, that he was never going to step back in the ring with them again. So Malik Scott, in a recent interview, was wondering the same thing that I'm wondering, saying that is this faking COVID? Is this just another way for Tyson Fury to try to keep his promise to not fight Deontay Wilder? So we'll see whether or not in the next fight or not, in this October 9th, whether or not he backs out again. But people on my comment section from my live stream asked me about that. And I'm telling you, I think it's about a 30% chance that Tyson Fury pulls out again, comes out with an ankle injury, some other type of injury that postpones a fight, because I just don't think that he literally wants to be in that fight, especially because in this particular fight, his options to cheat have gone down tremendously, because he really did do he got knocked down in the last 12th round of his first fight. And it seemed to me that he figured, I got to do something to attack Deontay Wilder and not give him any opportunity to sit and look to land on me. And as a result, he loaded his gloves and did whatever else he had to do to get the advantage over Deontay Wilder. But with that gone, and I think that these desperate attempts to try to get out of the fight, that there's at least a 30% chance that he may do it again. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. All in all, I think it's funny that Deontay Wilder put that out, because who in the world really truly does believe Tyson Fury in this regard? I don't even think the mainstream media really believes him in this. I just think that they're on payroll, so they gotta, so they have to follow suit, they have to toe the line. But at this point in time, Tyson Fury's proven that he's totally disreputable person and definitely lying about this COVID thing. So let's talk about that in the next video as well, because I got another video coming up about Malik Scott, but this is too long to do it in this video. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.